Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. It's a get ready with me today, so I'm going to get started. You know the drill, full list of products in the description box below. So how are you guys doing? Happy holidays for those of you celebrating Christmas. Hope that everything was better than the year has been going. Just given the circumstances, you know? My Christmas was not too shabby. I haven't filmed in I believe a week and a half. That's what I feel the most confident saying, but it could possibly be 2 weeks. And I did a whole bunch of like pre-filming because I knew last week, which was Christmas, today is Monday, the 28th, 9th. I knew last week was just gonna be insane because on top of Christmas, I just had like a whole bunch of things going on. And if I don't film at a certain time in the day, like it's a no-go. The lighting gets worse than it already is because it goes in and out, but in more extremes. So I try to film at a specific time. Let's see. Monday, I was just coming out of the woodworks with the time of the month, you know. Ladies, we all know what that's like. It feels like hell. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, I had appointments at the time I normally film, so that wasn't gonna happen. And then Friday was Christmas, and then on top of that, I have been going to the gym, but last week I didn't go at all. I try to avoid the gym when it's the time of the month. I'll just do like 15-minute intervals at home because when I'm on the time of the month, my back hurts, which is, you know, where my injury is. Kind of affects everything. Then I had my appointments, and I do not go to the gym in the afternoon. I refuse to go to the gym after I eat. I feel like crap, which is why I always go in the morning. As soon as I wake up, I do my, you know, brushing teeth, all that stuff, and then I go to the gym. And then when I get home is when I eat. With the appointments, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna go after my appointment because I'm hungry by that time. And Christmas, we all know what happens in Christmas, you know? I'm not making excuses. Like, please don't take this as, oh, Annabelle's making excuses. But I didn't go to the gym. Point blank, period. Some of the occasions were things that I would have done any other month. It's not just because, oh, it's Christmas. If I had an appointment, I wouldn't have gone to the gym. If I have that time of the month, I normally don't go to the gym. And I've been pretty good at it. You know, I've been pretty good with the gym. My issue still remains like consumption. Sorry, my nose is like really bad. Gym, for me, I guess this is like an update, you know, for weight loss. The gym for me is not a problem. When I get there, I know I'm gonna get work done because I'll be down if I drove all the way over there not to do anything. I got out of bed, I did my morning like 15-minute stretch, got everything done, I'm changed, I'm ready to go, use some gas up. Like, I'm gonna work out. My issue has always been like what I eat because I love food too much, and I'm working on it. My family and we've decided we're gonna help each other out with it, but you know, that's the reality. It's not an excuse. It's the reality of things. Like, I like food, you know, and it will always be where I would need the most work with, especially with the way we celebrate. Most of the family members are home, and how do you celebrate? I mean, normally it's food, right? Like, I'm sorry, my air conditioner is running. It is hot. I've been chowing down. Today I did better. I got home from the gym, had a salad, and then I had some beef steak and a little bit of rice. I don't normally eat breakfast, I eat brunch, so this was like at 10:30. So that's where I'm at in terms of working out. Like, gym, no problem. What I eat, problem. So now let's talk Christmas. So my family Christmas normally starts Christmas Eve because we as a family usually go to mass together. With the situation we're in with, okay, side rant, I've noticed quite a few people refusing to say COVID, and I don't know if it's just me being naive of YouTube rules and we're not allowed to say it, but it doesn't make sense to me because it's not like bad word or a slur or anything. It's just, I mean, it is the reality we live in. But I guess I'm not gonna say it. I'll say like C19. That's That's COVID. But with C19, my family and I, we are cautious of being in larger groups, and it's a given. You go to mass on Christmas Eve, you're guaranteed to walk into people. And on top of that, we have a situation where an essential worker, and I don't want to sound like I'm absolutely 100% with my mouth just farted, and I don't want to come off like I'm 100% confident in what's going on, but basically where it is, an essential worker who works at the hospital was tested on first day. So this is how COVID runs here. If you're coming into the islands, you get tested on the first day, the day you arrive, and then you are quarantined for at least 5 days, and then you can get the 5th day testing to test out of quarantine. And for quarantine, if you're a visitor, you are put up at a hotel that's designated for arrivals. Like, you don't go to your house and self-quarantine. That's not how it goes. Everyone's quarantined at a specific location, and the government runs it. But this individual works at the hospital, is considered an essential worker, and apparently had passed the first test and was able to self-quarantine at home. And then when he tested on the 5th day, he came to be positive, and word is that he was out and about in the community. And all of this information is coming out right when like Christmas is about to hit. And I think, like, for the most part, people are kind of a little bit more weary that there might be community spread happening, and we haven't had community spread in, I think we're reaching 130 days. Like, we haven't had community spread in a while. So all of that given, my family and I decided we would just do mass virtually at home. And then there are 2 other prayers that we do this time of the year. Like, guys, my family is as Catholic as they come, okay? This time of year is a time of prayer. From about like All Souls Day, it's like game over. You just run all the way till Easter. I think it feels that way because we also have like my grandparents' death anniversaries, and you know, that's another thing we always go to mass for. Every year we do the family, I don't know what it's called. Sagrada Familia is what we call it here. I don't know what it would be called in English, but we do that family prayer for 9 days. That ends the Sunday of the week of Christmas. And then I was in charge of doing dinner. I was gonna make Christmas Eve dinner, and I decided to cook up some surf and turf. A little fancy. Oh, I didn't do blush. I'm trying to go straight to highlighter because it was right in front of me and I forgot to put blush on. But I did 2 dishes of shrimp. So I did one where it's a family recipe. People that know my family know, like, this is how my family does shrimp. My friends that are watching know exactly what I'm talking about. And then I made spicy chili garlic shrimp. It was so good. I don't know if I can put like the photo up. I'll try. I've only made this a couple of times without a recipe. Like, I'm just mixing stuff in, and it was bomb. And then I baked a simple bake, just seasoning on the rack of ribs. We also had broccoli and crab meat salad, and then I also made cucumber coco. Coco is basically the equivalent of like a pickled vegetable, pickled fruit. We call it coco, and I did that by using kimchi base. Then for dessert, I made Jello, and my family, we like Jello a certain way where we put fruit cocktail in it. If you guys like Jello and fruit cocktail and you've never done it before, try it. It is absolutely delicious. I don't like Jello, but I will eat it if it's with fruit cocktail. I've had this since I was like a kid. My mom would always make it, and it was just my immediate family too. And on Christmas Day, we basically had leftovers for brunch. We rarely eat breakfast. I think it's just like my dad would, you know, have coffee and some sweet thing because he loves sweets, but like as a whole, we prefer to just eat a good meal at brunch. I don't think I'm gonna keep this. The more I try it, the more I pick up the coconut scent, and I just don't like it. So Fix Plus it is. So we had the Christmas Day brunch, and then my parents were gonna go over to my aunt's house. Just my aunts and uncles on my dad's side, they're his siblings. And my brothers and I, we decided we were gonna do our own thing. So we left maybe about 12, I think. And then we went to the cemetery, visit our, relatives who have left us. That's just tradition. We do that every single time there's a special occasion, whether it's their birthday, death anniversary, Thanksgiving, Easter, like you go there quite a bit just to visit your relatives. And then we went to this cafe and bought this, what's it called? Green grape limeade, and it's made with like the Korean grapes. It's so delicious. Summer Snow, if you are from here, Summer Snow makes really good green grape limeade. And then we just picked up some donuts across the street. We drove up, like literally drove up to the beach. I'm gonna get this mirror. This one's a little too far for my eyes. We just kind of parked at one of those tables by the shoreline. And that's the beauty of being here. I mean, there are things that we don't have in abundance in terms of like stores and just things to do in general. But if you want easy access to a beach, this is where it is. You can literally drive your car up just up until the sand. You really don't have to worry about parking. You literally park on the beach. Come to think of it, it's actually rare for us to have like an actual parking lot at a beach. Just had a pretty chill Christmas afternoon. When I got home, I just relaxed, chilled out, watched a movie, and then two of my uncles and my aunt came over and they brought dinner, so we didn't have to cook. Okay, for eyes, let's do Charlotte Tilbury. And the more I look at Charlotte's stuff, the more I get the vibe of like chic basic girl. And I honestly don't mean that in a bad way, because that is one of my most preferred makeup looks, like go-to. That's the vibe I like to go with my makeup. I went to see my doctor again about my sinus issues because it isn't going away. And then he tells me, look, he would say kid. I don't find that like demeaning at all. My doctor is awesome. He's like, look kid, I hate to put it like this, but you have allergies naturally, and this is allergy season, so it's like a double whammy for you. And it's a tough time of the year, when it comes to your sinus issues. And when allergy season is up and things are just, they're staying the same or getting worse, we'll look into maybe seeing like what are those doctors called, like the eyes, nose, throat doctors. But he tells me like it's a really tough time for people in your situation. So you might want to just see if it gets better first before having to go through seeing a specialist. So I said, okay, cool. And I honestly wasn't taking my medication every single day. I hate taking medication because they're pretty strong on me. Like I take one Tylenol and I could knock out. I'm really sensitive with medication, but since taking that medication every day, it has definitely helped me a lot. So as we come into the new year, like what, 3 days from now? Gosh, it's gonna be 2021. I don't want to say this as being like a pessimist, but it's, like we're gonna go into 2021 much like where we are right now at this very moment, still uncertain about a lot of things, but also, feeling like we're not gonna be stagnant. I feel like there's a little more hope. But to say like we're gonna go into 2021, the clock's gonna strike 12 and everything's just gonna disappear, like no. Let's be realistic, guys. It's not gonna happen. And I don't want this to come off as things were amazing here and nothing happened. Everyone in the world had to deal with this. This was a global issue. But from where I live, I'm grateful that it didn't turn out as they expected it to. I think CDC was expecting that come the end of the year. By August, I think. They're expecting that we were going to look at upwards of 3,000 to 5,000 cases. And here we are, the end of December, and we are at 122 cases total. And, like I mentioned earlier, community spread. We haven't had it in so many days. It could have been so much worse, like they were expecting it would be. But by the grace of God, that wasn't the case, and I'm so grateful. I think a lot of it has to do of where we're situated geographically. We are so far from everything else, and so that has worked to our benefit here. And quite honestly, I know that we rely on tourism here, but we don't really get thousands of tourists, you know what I mean? Most of the people that travel here, besides the tourists, are just people returning home to visit or from business trips, and people that are going out as business, medical, vacation. And that's not a lot. It's quite costly to leave the islands. It's not like, oh, like $100 to go to Vegas. No. Just to go to Guam, you need to pay about $300. Look at that. I look so easy. And we'll see if that's going to stay down. Pretty. I've been neglecting some of my MAC ones since getting the Colourpop ones. So I'm going to use Soar. A couple of days ago I was thinking of when I used to overdraw my lips. It was because I rewatched one of my older videos, and I remember thinking Annabelle, what the hell? Jeez, your lips are fine. Why are you trying to overdraw it? Where's my Viva Glam? Maybe Viva Glam? Yeah, that's good. Lip gloss. Yeah, let's do it. God bless you. Such a simple eye look. All right, there we have it, guys. This is the final makeup look. Thank you for joining me in this video. I really just wanted to sit down and chat it up a bit before I get back into the swing of creating, makeup videos with palettes and plans and information. Just kind of a welcome back. Get back to your routine of filming. Full list of products will be listed down below as always with these Get Ready With Me's. But if you're interested in any of my makeup looks, always check me out on Instagram. First link in the description box down below, where I will post a photo of this makeup look along with all the products in the caption. Till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys.